What's up, guys? This is Tom Burkhardt from Car Revs Daily in the 2016 Nissan Titan XD Platinum Reserve with the Endurance V8. All right, I'm gonna make you guys fall in love with this truck as much as I have this week. Let's listen to this. The new gas V8 pays big dividends in terms of its driver rewards and also just engagement on the road. I got the back window down so we can hear the hear this motor's gurgle. It sounds awesome. I love it. It's got like a little that Spitfire or like Jaguar style like blat on the overrun. It's absolutely tremendous. The car is super refined when you're just driving along, so I'm gonna have the back window like cracked while we're driving because I'm obsessed with this motor. And let's do a quick launch there. This truck is much quicker than the diesel, much quicker. So 390 horsepower from this 5.6 liter gasoline Endurance V8, Nissan is calling this, with 7-speed automatic, is the standard engine configuration on the Titan XD for 2016, and that's is just priced from about $35,000, which is pretty amazing. This guy doesn't want me to stop. Pretty amazing value. This truck is the Platinum Reserve 4x4, so we're definitely we're up a bit from that pricing level into the 50s. Get by this fella here, but it feels absolutely worth it on its looks outside, luxury inside, and definitely the drive. This truck stands alone. Is very unique in the marketplace. It's bridging 1500 and 2500 truck capabilities, but generally with like 1500 level pricing. So that's all awesome. And the major downside so far has been that the diesel, as great as it is, that 5-liter twin turbocharged Cummins V8 has been the only engine available, and that's a big premium. I mean, we're talking well, $6, $7, maybe about $10,000 in some cases versus what the comparable gasoline model would cost. So obviously significantly cheaper to go with the gasoline model, and it's a lot quicker, it sounds a lot better, and is just more rewarding to drive. Primarily because of the quickness and the sound, of course, but just the throttle response and the playfulness of the truck goes through the roof with this gasoline motor versus the V8, versus the diesel V8, which is a very serious engine. It's serious about its capabilities, but as a result, it's a little bit more deliberate in its behavior. Whereas this gas motor, you know, is just ready to play, and it's very frisky, and down to be floored at all times with big rewards. 6250 is our RPM limit on this Titan XD Platinum Reserve, and it just shifts like a dream. The 7-speed automatic is a fantastic pairing for the truck. It's stellar. Well, that's one more cog than Toyota, Ford, or Ram can manage. One down on Chevrolet's latest 8-speed automatic, but I would say nearly as good as Chevrolet's 8-speed in having just a much broader gear spread to get these vehicles moving. It's also a significantly broader gear spread than the Cummins V8 in the Titan XD, and it just really pops the truck off the line a lot quicker and helps with in-gear acceleration fairly dramatically. So there's an F-Pace. Nice. So I love the XD Titan. This thing is a beast. And this Platinum Reserve version, oh, I've got my Ram. I have a Ram USB pod there, so don't tell the Nissan folks. Just kidding, guys. But anyway, so the Ram thing is too bright though. It's too bright at night. Anyway, this XD is really a baller of a truck. And what makes it so? So from 35 grand, this engine is the exact powertrain and capability that comes in the Titan XD 4x2. So the first thing we did was upgrade to 4x4, of course, and then go from the S trim level, which is entry point, up to SL, and then SV, and then at the top of the pops, this is the Platinum Reserve. So Platinum Reserve looks totally different outside and in. We've got, of course, leather seating and like this exposed pore leathers here, and a quad stitched black contrast for the seat bases that are heated all around and heated and cooled in the front, which is divine. And then lots of other luxury goodies inside, like vented seats. We have the full trailer brake control in this Platinum Reserve, push button starts, Around view monitor, full proximity sensors all around. Blind spot monitoring system is now available. It was a late arrival to the Titan XD. Works really well, as does the around view monitor and the camera, which you can engage at just normal parking speeds and have direction arrows for forward as well as when reversing. Very handy with a vehicle of this scale. And other luxury goodies, we got a huge Rockford Fosgate stereo system, touchscreen navigation. I mean, you name it, this truck has it. Steering wheel is absolutely loaded with functionality. Superb mid-cluster display with high-res monitor showing a ton of different information as needed. What else do we have? We've got a 400 watts charge point, adjustable headlights, angles. Let me see, charge ports everywhere, heated steering wheel. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. So really just an unbelievable amount of luxury in this level of truck, which is a beast. I mean, this thing is a beast. So that's all on the inside. Outside of the Platinum Reserve, it's even better, arguably, with dark chrome, as Nissan calls it. I like to call it black chrome, and it really is menacing for every surface that would be bright on the Titan otherwise is now like dipped in this dark, sinister finish. That's for like the front grille, the running boards, the 20-inch alloy wheels, the window surrounds, the Platinum Reserve plaque on the tailgate. I mean, all that stuff is just dipped in this mean dark chrome. It looks superb. And I love it. I love this truck. I love how it drives. Obviously, we're just on like a weird, 2-lane road here down in South Carolina. Just visited this historic Magnolia Gardens. That's my backpack clunking around back there, by the way. Just visited Magnolia Gardens to take some photos of the vehicle. And it's nice to be sort of in nature with this truck. It's pretty nimble and handy on the highway and in urban situations, but this is in more wide open spaces is where the truck feels like it comes into its own. And so wanted to come out here to shoot the video. Really enjoying the machine. So how does it drive? Awesome! It drives really well. Versus about the 9.5 second sprint time for the diesel Titan, we're down to what I would estimate is about 7.3, 7.6 seconds for this endurance V8. So even though we're down from 555 foot-pounds of torque in that Cummins 5-liter turbo V8 versus this 5.6-liter naturally aspirated gasoline V8, making 390 horsepower and like maybe 401 foot-pounds of torque, I believe. Even though we are down on torque, we're way up on horsepower, and it's just with a different transmission altogether, and it's just significantly quicker. It's just faster, bottom line. I think that speaks to the engine and transmission. We are driving right now in tow mode, which there's no trailer out back right now, but what I found is that tow mode is just sort of like a super active engine and transmission management strategy, and that it's engine braking so aggressively that it's awesome. It really actually slows the vehicle in a kind of sporty way as you're approaching corners and around bends. So like as I hit the brakes right now, for example, boom, downshift, boom, it's like, it's popping off downshifts, and which means it's always in the right gear for me to do this little full throttle run up the rev range. This truck drives awesome though. So outside of tow mode, of course, it's going to be, upshifts a little bit in a more economical fashion. But of course, you've always just got push button controls for the gears right here. That is fairly responsive. I'm in third right now. Wait, that's one second here. Down to second. I mean, that's pretty keen engagement. Sorry about that. I really wanted to do some full throttle starts in this truck because it absolutely sounds like a Spitfire. It just sounds so good on throttle, especially with one of those windows cracked. I mean, this engine sounds awesome. So where did it come from? So we've been around. The 5.6 liter V8 here is best known for its duties in the Infiniti QX80, where it makes 10 more horsepower but requires premium fuel. So we're down to 390 for its trip into the Nissan Armada and Titan XD, but we can run on regular fuel, and we have the benefit of a lot more open sonics for the induction and exhaust, which is to the benefit of everybody. I mean, it just sounds so great, so good, to the point where, you know, I'm comparing it back to back versus this exact engine, well, similar, very, very similar engine in the Infiniti Q70L, which we reviewed last week, but is like so silent, like spooky quiet. You know, I guess in a good way for luxury buyers, but driving this truck yesterday, I was thinking how much more awesome the Infiniti would be if it sounded like this. So that's a huge amount of praise for Nissan's truck engineers in knowing what truck guys want and what the marketplace craves, which is a fun to drive, fun to flog, you know, full-size plus pickup truck. So we've definitely got it in this Titan XD. So XD is not just the designation for the diesel, which a lot of people first thought when the Titan came out with this super diesel in the springtime, but XD is actually Nissan's code for every duty versus HD. It's like heavy duty. XD is an every duty designation and really fits the bill. I mean, this truck has a gross combined weight rating that slides like right in between the 1500 and 2500 models from Ram, Chevrolet, Toyota, and Ford. So we're right there. We're right in the mix. Just a little bit of extra capability on paper and in terms of like haulage and towing, but a huge amount of like added bravado and machismo on the road and in how it drives, as well as just its overall market position. I mean, people really, really love this truck, like to the point where they're kind of like, you know, getting out of the way as fast as they can because it's such a beast. You know, it's like a wall of metal coming at you at, you know, 80 miles an hour. So definitely a lot of confidence and huge ego boost for its drivers, which is never something to, you know, you can't scoff at that. That's a real benefit. I'm feeling great driving the truck. I love its cabin and refinement and luxury, as well as the exterior upgrades versus the fairly like chrome heavy entry points in the Titan lineup, like that SV and SL that we tested previously. That has like, you know, like a lot of chrome, like a sort of a semi-blinding amount of chrome. Some guys love it. I'm not a huge fan. So I really like the dark, sort of menacing look of this Platinum Reserve, and I would be glad to pay for it because this thing is a badass mofo. But now a lot quicker and more fun to drive, more engaging with the gasoline V8, which of course is cheaper on the front end, but is a little bit more expensive to run in terms of its overall fuel efficiency. But I mean, who cares, right? Listen, I mean, when you got an engine that sounds like this, you don't really care. Well, just gonna pop it in neutral. But when you got an engine that sounds like this, you don't really care. It's really just it's a dream powertrain and an awesome pairing for this most gigantic Nissan of all time. All right, this is Tom Burkhardt from Car Revs Daily in the 2016 Nissan Titan XD Platinum Reserve 4x4. This truck is available now with a base price from about $52,000 in I think 4x2 configuration. Within 4x4, we're at about $56K out the door, and no options needed. The truck is flawless as it is. All right, go drive this truck. Go drive it. Go drive it if you're feeling blue. It's gonna perk you right up. And go drive it when you've got a ton of stuff to do too, because this thing can do it all. All right, see you guys later.